Jay-Z has just made his first public appearance since these allegations of him committing criminal acts against a child alongside Diddy came out in this new lawsuit. He went to the premiere of Mufasa alongside Beyonce and their daughter Blue Ivy, who has a role in the movie, and responses were extremely mixed. One person said, "Stop allowing people with PDF file allegations at a movie whose main target audience is children. Disney supporting pedos, what's new?" If you weren't aware, the allegation is that Jay-Z assaulted a 13-year-old girl with Diddy at a VMAs after party in the year 2000. That accuser is still anonymous, but Jay-Z's legal team is pushing for her to come out with her real name, her real identity before proceedings go forward.
Which is a very reasonable request in the U.S. justice system, the right to face your accuser.
I would agree, but at the same time, Jay-Z could be willing to go by other means to silence this person, right?
Yeah.
That's why I would be afraid in her position because, you know, wasn't it Kanye that said Jay-Z has shooters or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he? Was it Kanye that said that?
I remember that. I was it Kanye who said that? I remember
the
that
rumor
statement.
is that, and I'm not saying I believe this either, but the rumor is that Jay-Z and Beyonce have been partners in crime more so than spouses for many years now.
The discussion that was going on that I saw on Twitter, and we will get into a little bit. Look, there's been follow-ups with accusations from Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's lawyer, and then Tony Busby. We'll get into a little bit of that. But the discussion that I saw happening on Twitter was about whether it was a good idea to do this at all, meaning that certain people were saying that it was in poor taste for Jay-Z to go do this because it takes the spotlight off of his daughter who's in the movie. And if I remember correctly, Beyonce played Nala in the 2019 Mufasa.
She did?
I believe so. Somebody can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I'm coming up with that one off the top of my head, but I believe so. So it makes sense to, you know, it's in the family to work in this franchise, apparently.
I saw another clip where Blue Ivy was posing on the red carpet last night, and Beyonce just waltzed into the shot.
She pulled an
and
apple.
Totally took the spotlight off of her daughter. Truthfully, if they wanted their daughter to have the attention and the spotlight and the credit for doing this movie, Jay-Z would not have gone.
Yes, and
he
that
is
was
stealing all of the attention because he's in the middle of a massive controversy right now. So 50 Cent actually made fun of him for showing up at this event. He probably was planning to go anyway. It's not like this was a sudden thing. But 50 Cent posted on Instagram, Jay said, "They said I R-worded a kid. Everybody get dressed. We're going to see Mufasa. LOL." So
I will always appreciate the distance and perspective 50 Cent adds to situations like this. As he was doing with Diddy as well, you know?
Yeah.
He adds a certain, like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. Yeah, that was the word I was going to use. So I was like, I'm not saying it's right, but he adds a levity that just isn't there for these types of topics.
Yeah, which I appreciate for what it is.
Given how serious the topic is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might be coming out with a Jay-Z documentary after this Diddy one.
Before long, yeah. And
Not
then,
only
of course, Tina Knowles.
Right. Jay-Z's mother-in-law, Tina Knowles, was spotted liking a post about the allegations leveled against Jay-Z. And then she claimed after being caught that her account on Instagram got hacked. She posted this notes app explanation saying, "I was hacked. As you all know, I do not play about my family. So if you see something uncharacteristic of me, just know that it's not me."
Who was it we talked about recently that talked about getting hacked as well?
I think
we just talked about something like that recently, and I was like, look, that doesn't fly anymore. You know what I'm talking about? Chat, who the hell were we talking about where somebody else said recently that they got hacked, and I'm like, nobody's buying that in 2024? If it's like the one thing that you said.
It was something related to the quarterback who recently got engaged.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
He got engaged to, what was the what was the girl's name?
I've already forgotten all of this.
Oh my gosh, this is like a terrible sign for our.
Oh, was it Usher?
No. Josh Allen. Wait, I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Yes. So Josh Allen's ex
said that she got hacked.
Josh Allen's ex commented something about how he has CTE on Instagram, and then later on she was like, "Guys, my account is getting repeatedly hacked. That wasn't me."
Yeah.
That in 2024 does not fly.
Yeah,
we are
nobody's
tech
buying
literate now. You can't just use that as an excuse. Keep your thoughts to yourself if you're not ready to share them.
I'm with Vexed Peril in the chat. Aaliyah is looking down, smiling right now, watching the downfall of
why would we believe that?
But the joke that I always made, I said, Beyonce only exists because Aaliyah died, and
is that true?
I mean, in my belief that Aaliyah was the true star. That's my opinion. Just my opinion. People have their own opinions on that. But yeah, so nobody's buying the "you got hacked" stuff these days. Be very weary of what you like, lest people go looking for it there.
It must suck to be Blue Ivy and know that your parents are such scumbags.
But there was this from Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, says claims Busby tried to coerce women into false allegations, which of course Busby calls ridiculous because we're just living in the age of he said, she said. It says Jay-Z is staying on the offensive against attorney Tony Busby, informing a judge that there's a reason to believe that Busby is pressuring potential clients to make false allegations in the suits. His lawyer says a woman reached out to his firm, Quinn Emanuel, on Monday night to share her experience with Busby's firm. According to a declaration filed Tuesday morning in federal court, one of Spiro's associates said she got a phone call from the woman who said she'd previously contacted Busby's firm seeking representation over allegations of sex trafficking and abuse. The woman said that she reached out to Busby because she'd seen his solicitation for anyone who may have been a potential victim of Sean Combs, but she'd made it clear her allegations were not related to Diddy. She claims that Busby associates asked, "At what point did you meet Diddy?" She also claims that Busby's firm pressed her to file a lawsuit anonymously. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Keep it anonymous. And also discouraged her from filing a criminal complaint, which she also says in this, like he responded to this saying that, look, if they want to file a criminal complaint, they can.
This is turning into an MLM.
Kind of.
Accusing Diddy of wrongdoing is turning into an MLM where this guy just gets an affiliate link, basically. Tony Busby can get a cut of any settlement payments that are made to anonymous accusers.
This one here says Tony Busby is being sued because he held back settlement payments and then charged me interest. So there's all of these stories, building up.
It's giving Saul Goodman.
Jay-Z is able to afford the best lawyers on the planet who are going to be able to run an unbelievable legal and PR campaign to try and save him in this respect. I don't know who's innocent or guilty. I honestly have my suspicions, but it's not really the point. The point to me, more pragmatically, is how it appears. And how it appears right now is that having his name attached to this lawsuit is very, very different when it's connected to Diddy, who has lost all public favor.
The aspect that you mentioned about PR is more important.
Absolutely.
And that's the reason why the accuser wants to stay anonymous.
Yep.
So I really can't fault an accuser of Jay-Z for not wanting her real identity out there.
Yeah, but I guess by the virtue of the U.S. justice system is that it's supposed to give you the right to face down the person who's making these claims against you.
Which is why this is a civil suit instead of a criminal one.
Which is why they will claim civil, because obviously, what is it, like burden of proof is also much lower at a civil proceeding. So look, all of this is kind of to be expected, and it's depressing and it's sad, and in a lot of ways, like when we cover it, it's kind of the worst of what we cover, because I see this stuff and it distills all of the worst aspects of Hollywood and the music industry and the depravity of human nature as it relates to those types of people. Obviously, we know that there's quite a bit of it in those industries, and it kind of, you see it boiled down to just legal proceedings and PR memos.
And Instagram posts.
And Instagram posts, and it's depressing.
This person responded saying, "The Carters are untouchable and unbothered. All of these rumors and speculation exist in your crazy bubbles, tweets, and thoughts, but they will never exist in reality. The Carters will forever be okay and amazing. And I agree, all of that is true, just not for the reason you think. They're going to be okay forever and untouchable and unbothered forever because of how rich and powerful they are, regardless of whether there is veracity to any of these claims.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.